After telling a man on the phone to stop calling her, Rhonda Phillips goes for a swim, only to be attacked by a stranger who tries to drown her. Rhonda fights back, but as she tries to climb out of the pool, the man slams her head against the edge, killing her. He then places her body in a bathtub filled with water. 5 months later, Gail, a hard-working divorcee, and her daughter Becca move into the house. While checking out the pool, Becca notices it's dirty and suggests hiring a pool cleaner. Gail then mentions the divorce, making Becca think her mother's busy work life caused it. However, Gail insists that her husband's cheating was the real problem. Becca admits she hates being caught in the middle, and Gail apologizes, explaining that moving was meant to help them start fresh. Later, Becca borrows Gail's car keys to go to the ice cream shop. There she meets her best friend Jackie, who reassures her that life will bring new challenges once she goes to college. Back at the house, Gail tries to watch TV but finds there's no signal. Hearing a noise outside, she goes to check and finds Adam, the pool cleaner. She confronts him, but he quickly apologizes, saying he didn't know the house had been sold. As he prepares to leave, Gail decides to hire him, remembering her earlier conversation with Becca about needing a cleaner. Inside, Gail looks out the window and notices Adam's good looks. Just then, Becca returns from the ice cream shop, also noticing Adam and finding him attractive. Adam introduces himself, explaining he's been hired by Gail. Becca immediately calls Jackie, telling her she might be in love with him. That evening, Gail plans to work but decides to freshen up instead. She remembers that the previous owner died in the bathtub, so she changes her mind and opts for a shower instead. On Sunday, Jackie comes to pick up Becca for lunch. Before leaving, Becca tells her mom to take a break from work and have some fun. Once Becca is gone, Gail hears the doorbell and opens it to find Adam standing there. He needs to grab some buckets from the pool area. As he does, they chat briefly, and Adam shares a bit about his life. He tells Gail that his mother recently passed away, and his father left when he was young. Their conversation is interrupted when Tony, Gail's ex-husband, arrives. He asks why she hasn't signed the divorce papers yet. Gail explains that her lawyer is still working on it. Tony then talks about his plans to drive down the coast with his new girlfriend, Cindy, and shows off his new car. As Adam returns with his buckets, Gail introduces him to Tony. Cindy immediately starts flirting with Adam, making Tony pull her away. After they leave, Gail vents to Adam about her ex-husband, feeling frustrated by how Tony is showing off his new life and making her seem like the villain in their daughter's eyes. Adam comforts her, telling her she's better off without Tony. Gail then asks why men who date younger women are praised, but women who do the same are judged. Adam agrees, saying it's a double standard in movies and TV. When Gail mentions that her TV isn't working, Adam offers to fix it. After he fixes it, he tells her to forget about it and relax. He suggests that she needs to take it easy and offers to help her unwind, but Gail senses that Adam is making a move and turns him down. Despite this, Adam insists on giving her a massage and encourages her to have some fun. Gail eventually gives in, and they share a romantic moment together. Meanwhile, Becca tells Jackie about Adam, and Jackie tries to find his social media profile but can't. She still encourages Becca to act on her feelings if she's serious about him. The next morning, after their time together, Gail quickly regrets what happened. She tells Adam it was a one-time mistake, but he feels hurt. He recalls Gail's earlier rant about double standards, and when she says she doesn't want to be like her ex-husband, Adam leaves. Later, he exercises in his home, muttering about feeling used. He then punches the air, revealing that he has photos of Gail and Becca on his wall. That afternoon, Becca comes home and sees Adam cleaning the pool outside. Following Jackie's advice, she changes into her swimsuit to catch his attention. She applies lotion to her body, and Adam offers to help her with her back. As he gets ready to leave, Becca pulls him into the pool by accident. She apologizes, explaining that it was Jackie's idea, and then jumps in after him. Gail comes home early and finds them in the pool together. Annoyed, she pulls Adam aside and tells him to keep things private. She warns him not to pursue Becca, saying she's too young for him. Adam responds, saying he can date whoever he wants now that things are over with her. He invites Becca to lunch the following weekend. The next morning, Gail notices Becca is all dressed up and asks where she's going. Becca lies, saying she's studying with Jackie at the library. Gail is suspicious but doesn't press further. Becca, defensive, snaps at her mom, telling her she should make herself look beautiful too. Gail is hurt by Becca's attitude but decides to let her go. Later, she finds out that Becca is going on a date with Adam, the pool cleaner. Becca and Adam have a great time at the theme park, followed by dessert at an ice cream shop. Just as they are about to kiss, Jackie shows up and interrupts. Becca introduces Adam to her best friend. While Becca goes to grab napkins, Jackie takes the chance to ask Adam about his social media presence. Adam tells her he's on a break from it. Jackie then asks how he remembers important events, and Adam says he just doesn't forget. Becca returns, and they finally share their kiss. When Becca gets home, Gail confronts her for lying about going to the library when she was actually on a date. Becca admits the truth but argues that she's old enough to go on dates. Gail insists that Adam isn't right for her, but Becca rolls her eyes and storms off. Gail tries to get her daughter's attention, saying she can't focus on her work if she's always worried about Becca. But Becca, frustrated, tells her mom that since the divorce, she's been treated like a fragile object, and it feels suffocating. Gail insists that Becca stop seeing Adam, but Becca just replies, "Everything," when asked what Adam told her, making Gail worry that her secret might have been revealed. The next morning, Jackie comes over, since she's grounded. She brings up her concerns about Adam not having social media, suggesting it could be a red flag and that he might be hiding something. Becca gets upset, telling Jackie she sounds just like her overbearing mom. Despite this, Jackie warns her not to rush into things with Adam, since they barely know anything about him. Just then, Becca gets a message from Adam saying he's on his way, so she tells Jackie to leave. When Adam arrives to pick up Becca, she doesn't get to see him. Gail returns home to grab her flash drive and spots her daughter with the pool cleaner. She sends Becca to her room and confronts Adam, accusing him of dating Becca to get back at her. Gail fires him, but Adam calmly tells her to take care of herself before leaving. Gail feels devastated by the situation and finds herself unable to focus on work. The next morning, Gail receives a call from her boss, Victoria. After apologizing for not being able to return to work due to a family emergency, Victoria tells her to take the day off and that they'll discuss her job position the following day. Gail decides to go for a swim, but when she checks the pool, she finds a rat on the skimmer. She hires a new pool cleaner, Carlton, to remove it. Carlton mentions that he used to work for Rhonda before Adam took over. He also mentions rumors of a relationship between Adam and Rhonda. While cleaning, Carlton discovers a tooth stuck in the drain. Concerned, Gail drives to the police station to speak with Detective Davidson, who is investigating Rhonda's death. At the station, Gail questions why Rhonda's tooth was found in the pool if she died in the bathtub. She also asks if the detectives know Adam. Detective Davidson confirms they are aware of him, but says they have found no evidence linking him to Rhonda's death. Gail insists that they should look into it further. Worried, she tries calling Becca but doesn't get an answer. She then goes to Jackie's house to find her, but Jackie says Becca isn't talking to her anymore. Gail shares her concerns about Adam and suggests that he may be involved in Rhonda's death. Jackie agrees with her but is also worried about Becca getting too close to him. Later, Jackie calls Becca, but Adam answers and overhears Jackie's suspicion about him. He then texts Jackie from Becca's phone, asking her to come to the house at 11 p.m. Becca soon returns and she and Adam share a kiss. They talk about controlling mothers, and Adam explains that control often comes from love, but it can also be used to manipulate. When Becca asks if someone did this to him, Adam doesn't give a clear answer, but hints that while it doesn't necessarily make that person bad, he's capable of hurting anyone who stands in his way. That night, Gail tries to talk to Becca about her concerns regarding Adam, but Becca refuses to listen and pretends to be asleep. Meanwhile, Jackie arrives and notices a note on the door telling her to enter through the back to avoid waking Gail. She follows the instructions and heads to the back, only for Adam to push her into the pool, causing her to break her leg. As Jackie screams in pain, both Becca and Gail rush to help her. Jackie explains that an unknown man pushed her, but by then, Adam has quietly left, taking the note with him to erase any evidence. The next morning, Gail walks with her boss, Victoria, to her office and is shocked to find gifts from Adam on her desk. Victoria is not pleased and tells Gail that work is for work and personal issues should be kept at home. Gail tries to explain that Adam is unstable, but Victoria warns her that she doesn't need any trouble at work. As Gail starts to feel more fearful, she receives a creepy text from Adam. Terrified, she goes to see her ex-husband, Tony, asking him to confront Adam man to man. She explains that Adam has been sending her daily texts, telling her she reminds him of his late mother and that he's dating Becca out of revenge. Tony is furious and confronts Adam, punching him and warning him to stay away from his ex-wife and daughter. However, Adam fights back, telling Tony that Gail still loves him and insults him for being a bad father and husband. Adam claims that he, Becca, and Gail will be happy together, which makes Tony realize just how mentally unstable Adam is. The next morning, Becca is upset and confronts her dad about beating Adam. She shows him pictures of Adam with bruises, and Tony explains that he only hit him once, trying to convince Becca that Adam is dangerous. Becca doesn't believe him and storms off. Meanwhile, Adam is nearby plotting his next move. Later, Gail calls Tony and tells him that Adam has been sending her the same pictures of the bruises. This makes Tony even more worried. When his girlfriend Cindy notices his anxiety, she suggests they relax in the jacuzzi, but when Tony gets in, the water burns his skin. Cindy quickly takes him to the hospital. The next day, Gail visits him there and learns that someone poured a calcium chemical into the jacuzzi, causing the burns. While house-sitting at a mansion, Adam takes Becca there, claiming he wants to see what her mother created. Becca feels uncomfortable and quickly realizes Adam has feelings for Gail. Adam admits he prefers older women because they can handle real relationships. Furious, Becca pushes him into the pool, realizing her father was right about him. Becca then gets a text from Jackie about returning to work and discovers Adam had tried to lure Jackie to her house. Becca rushes to apologize to Jackie, and they realize Adam has been manipulating them both. Jackie calls the police when she sees Adam nearby, and Becca hurries home. Meanwhile, Carlton finishes working on the pool, and Gail receives a call from Detective Davidson, who tells her Adam's fingerprints were found on Tony's jacuzzi. He also shares disturbing details about Adam's past. Becca returns home, apologizing to Gail for everything. As Carlton locks the back door, Adam kills him and disposes of the body in the pool. Gail learns Adam is already inside and rushes upstairs with Becca to hide. When Becca sees Adam's car outside, he knocks her out before Gail can help. Gail wakes up in bed surrounded by flower petals, panicked. She finds Becca's room empty and discovers Adam downstairs. He has made dinner and invites her to dance, casually mentioning Becca won't be bothering them anymore. Adam then admits to harming Rhonda and his father. Terrified, Gail runs outside and finds Carlton's unconscious body and Becca chained to the pool. Adam catches up, but Gail knocks him out with a pool net. Gail frees Becca, but Adam breaks into the house, forcing them to hide upstairs. Gail creates noise in the bathroom, and Adam slips into the tub. Gail threatens to electrocute him with a hairdryer while Becca calls the police. Detective Davidson and the police arrive to arrest Adam. With Adam in custody, Gail and Becca are finally safe.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay connected with us.